Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble, on the blogger site and as archive thingy there, and on Patreon for extra support. And I go about on Twitter for any kind of updates and as such. Later today we're going to have Mutiny Zero Road to Eden episode. Yesterday I also did a live stream. It was a shorter one. It was nagging me that I didn't finish the Shaded Castle, and in the live stream I was saying that Shaded Castle is the same as Castle. So afterwards I went to the map and they are in completely different parts of the map. Because I was really convinced that was Castle Soul, but it's not. I think it's on the fields, the snow fields up there. I don't remember, consecrated fields, something like that. The Castle Soul, while the Shaded Castle, it's part of the Murray family, the executioners and all that stuff. But yeah, I made a confusion regarding that. But yeah, I managed to finish the Shaded Castle, and then I put myself and determined that I was going to go about and deal with one of those bell-bearing hunters on Khalid that I never went about and finish him off. It took me a while, like 20 tries or something like that, but I managed to get around that. And then I did another Evergoal on Altus Plateau, and basically I think that's mainly what I did there. But yeah, I went about there, and the next live stream I need to study what kind of a path that I want to take, but probably I'm just roaming around and trying to get around stuff done there. But yeah, I think in terms of channels updates, that's what we got. News. Seemingly, I covered yesterday on the UK market, the 7900 XT and the XTX version they dropped at the moment, and they are on some promotions. And now on this is new egg, if not mistaken. The XT version, it's around below 700. I think that the ideal price on this one should be about 650, but yeah, 690. It's not bad, especially compared with the 4070 Ti Super that drops now to 750. I think they, in terms of performance, they are relatively close. They don't have like a board like a comparison sheet here. But yeah, even though the 7900 XT has more VRAM, of course, got 4 more gigabytes, and I think in terms even in 4K, like rasterized performance, it's a little bit above. And of course, ray tracing at this level, the 4070 Ti just beats the 7900 XT. Even though I'm not sure if in some cases they might trade blows, but yeah, it's good to see that we have a little bit more discounts, let's say, but I think it will be a greater reassurance if they just start announcing some drops in the MSRP itself. But yeah, I don't see it go below, at least that much below the 7900 XT 650, at least till the summer, I think. And the 4070 Ti Super, I don't know. Supposedly the MSRP is still 800, so the 4080 Super is 1000. I'm not sure. It's a 50% discount. It's not much in this price range, but it's something. They cannot discount that much the 4070 Ti Super, or else they have to do the 4070 Super. It's supposedly 600, if not mistaken. The next one, yeah, the naming scheme of the Nvidia is not that good. But yeah, if they go like 700, then might as well, I don't know, go for another stuff there. I'm not sure, but yeah, at least it's something to think about if you're willing to update your GPU, let's say. But yeah, at this moment in time, I'm still preferring to a certain degree the 7900 XT, given the options there. Mainly, yeah, rasterized performance and the VRAM thing there. It's always gives a little bit more future proofing there, at least from my perspective there. But yeah, the 4070 Ti Super is not a bad one in terms of performance. I think it can handle relatively well with the 4K, but yeah, yeah, it is what it is at this price point. There is not a lot of choices here, which is a shame. In other news, seemingly Sony takes down PS5 Pro video from Moore's Law is dead. Again, I didn't see the video. I just saw this. I was not aware that this happened. I didn't see if he did like a reaction video. But yeah, this kind of company, especially Sony, that there is other companies, they just go about and just basically it was a copyright strike there. I think it has to do with the fact that no, not strike, sorry, copyright claim. I read copyright strike. But yeah, even though it is a copyright claim, can be a little bit annoying depending on the actions that because this can turn very quickly on a copyright strike when they do copyright claim. But yeah, I'm not sure how he went about it. Again, I didn't see if he did any kind of reaction on that. Even though I'm subscribed, I didn't see anything on my feed. Yeah, but my main thing is it's not the leaks, it's the action that usually these companies take on YouTube. I think again, I'm assuming that they didn't try to contact somebody from PR or something like that, or like customer service, something that deals with people of the company, to reach out to Moore's Law and tell them if this video might have been breaching some confidential documents and the such. I don't know. Even though I don't know regarding in terms of if because I didn't see also the video itself of the leaks there. If they are just discussing stuff, it's one thing. But if he showed like even in a screenshot parts of the confidential document, that can be yeah, in terms of legal action, it might justify the copyright claim. But yeah, I'm not sure, but even though that usually it's quite annoying, the copyright claims when they happened, especially Warner Brothers is one of those also that usually does just jumps into copyright claims. They don't even contact the people telling if something is wrong and give a chance to correct something if it is an option there, because when you do a copyright claim, the video gets shut down, then you have to have that whole process for you to do the counterclaim thing there on YouTube, and that can take a while there. And if you're doing your living a little bit from the YouTube revenue stream there, it can be a little bit complicated, especially how Moore's Law does things. It does daily videos, even though he has this Patreon and everything, but it's a pain in the ass, especially if you have like YouTube as a main revenue stream, because it does a lot of his content. I think it's mainly from YouTube. Yeah, it can be a little bit annoying, because then you don't if you get a second strike in a very short amount of time, I don't remember if you're like 3 months or something or less, you can get like can be stopped of publishing videos for a certain amount of time. It's annoying. But yeah, while we at it, supposedly this PS5 Pro seems okay, a little bit of an improvement. Supposedly larger GPU with faster memory, supposedly 45% improved performance is rasterized, massively improved ray tracing architecture, supposedly 2 to 3 times speed up over the regular PS5. Again, when PS5 and the Xbox launched, I think they launched in terms of ray tracing capabilities from the RTX 20 series, kind of a thing that was like the very beginning. So there is no, there is not a lot of computing power regarding that. But yeah, similarly, then we got now the 4000 series kind of performance there. And again, because the consoles also have the AMD GPUs, we got a little bit of improvement on the 7000 series. I'm not sure which kind of, if they are going for RDNA 4 kind of performance in terms of ray tracing. again, I'm not sure. This a lot of leaks and rumors. But yeah, and supposedly they also have machine learning architecture. I don't know what this is. 30 tops, whatever it is. The ML architecture was built to enable so-called PlayStation spectral super resolution, kind of upscaling technology there. Especially made for the PlayStation 5, where I think it's a good solution, because when you have a specific set of hardware, I think it makes sense to have like a specific solution in terms of upscaling, because you know what the hardware can do, so you can tweak the software to better do the upscaling there. Because a lot of people think that PlayStation and Xbox just gives you native 4K only in movies, and even then I'm not sure if they have like any kind of trickery happening there. But gaming, they will never do 4K. It might happen like in a very lightweight game. I don't know, like Slave of Spire. It's like one of those games that I play, very basic kind of rendering technique, so I think native 4K is okay there. But at every like major game that is being out, from Ratchet and Clank, The Last of Us stuff, that is presented in 4K, everything is upscaled. People tend to forget that. To play something native 4K, it demands a lot of power, and I've got the PC that can handle that. And usually most of the games is 4K 60, the most recent games. I can manage, for example, I've been doing some testing with Resident Evil, because I'm thinking of doing the Resident Evil 7 and 8. I can manage to get around 144 frames, which is the maximum that the monitor gives, so I got everything synced up there. But yeah, for example, Jedi Survivor, 4K high, I reach around 70-ish maximum frames. Dead Space Remake, around 70 frames per second with everything on high, and 4K, native 4K. So yeah, people tend to forget that consoles just do a lot of upscaling, and I think a custom solution for them, it's good in that sense. But yeah, as you can see here, with a current rendering cost of 2 milliseconds to upscale from Full HD to, this is 1080p. I think Full HD, it's 1080p to 4K. Yeah, but yeah, it is what it is regarding this PS5 Pro. My main focus is a little bit on the copyright claim, which usually gives credence that the document that supposedly was leaked, it's real. Usually I think they have to take kind of legal action. I'm not sure how that thing works. I'm not even sure if just by mentioning that document they can put a copyright claim, or you have to show parts of the document itself, or like the quote of the document itself is enough for legal action in the case of copyright claim, because copyright claim is a legal action. But yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully everything just goes smoothly. They can iron out this situation, because usually the information that Murloy's Dead brings seems to be very accurate, especially in terms of rumors, and the sources that he has seems pretty good. At least that's my sense there. Again, I'm talking about PS5. My rumors the ones that I follow are more PC related, so I'm not very in line with console stuff. We got also announcement for No Rest for the Wicked. We'll get an early access 18 April. Again, I'm not sure if I ever covered this specific date for the early access. What we know is I think they're going to try maintain the early access throughout this year, and then they will launch 1.0 version, taking into account the feedback that they will have from people that buy in the early access version there. And the version 1.0 supposedly is going to have multiplayer, 4-player co-op, PvP, expanded story content and chapters, additional map region farming, more weapons, armor, whatever, new enemies and bosses, additional crucible floors, bounties and challenges, because it's a very interesting game by itself. Hopefully everything goes okay. Again, I usually don't recommend going about early access, but if you're willing to do so, I think this might be a good game if you really want to support something in early access. And last, you got something regarding again, we got not the Bethesda, the Fallout series. Seemingly, from what I can gather, good reviews from critics and also from audiences. It's not a perfect one from what I understand, but at least it can pass as a first season to satisfy fans and critics. And yeah, one of the developers has been there for a while now. Again, I will let you know what my pet peeve is here. Supposedly, at least on his head canon, that's because in terms of official canon, I don't think there is something on the lore there. Supposedly, there is a connection between Fallout 1 and Fallout 4. This image is Fallout 1. It's like a video here when they have like two power armored kind of guys there on the war before the nukes dropped. And basically, this is talking about the next Canada stuff there. And suppose this guy shoots a prisoner of war, and then this guy laughs at it. And basically, the main character, supposedly, the main character of Fallout 4, at least the vanilla one, is this guy that laughs at the fact that the other guy shot the prisoner of war in the head. My main pet peeve is not this. This is a game. It's just a visual thing here, but is the justification of the people trying to get around this. I got some stuff here. Yeah, it's mainly to highlight what I wanted to go about. And this guy, afterwards, this, of course, there was some backlash, mainly because you're basically playing with a war criminal, which it is, legally, if you think about it. And the guy just, it's this kind of justifications. I wanted to reveal that I thought it was a good detail of the saga, and I didn't know about how divisive it will be. It could be. It's not divisive. It's a bad one. The idea itself, it's a bad one. Does it mean that it's not acceptable? But you're spoiling a little bit the things there. Not all Fallout information I share is canonical. We know. That's why I started the story with headcanon. Nate is not a war criminal. Yes, it is. When you are in this situation and you are complicit, you might not be the guy that shoots the weapon, but you are complicit because you're at the scene of the crime and you didn't do anything to interfere of the crime happening there. It's like accessory of murder or complicity of murder. You are at minimum accessory of a war crime, which is shooting down prisoners of war, especially because they are referring this as a prisoner of war, and the guy is bound with hands behind his back, is in an ill position, and then gets shot in the head. Again, I understand the reference when they made Fallout 1, which is war. Again, the horrors of war and what people do on war. But yeah, this is not justification for telling or an excuse for telling it's not a war criminal. It is a war criminal. Now it's affected how you deal with the situation if this information is canonical. But it's more about the internal justification in the real world of trying to justify something on the fictional world. But yeah, yeah, that's why people are angry. It's because you made people play the people that enjoy the game. Now they feel that they play with the criminal war and trying to do something good out of it without. They thought they had a good character there, and of course, all human beings are flawed, flawed in essence. But yeah, it's information that will not live, that will not get people happy about it. But yeah, basically that is it, guys. I'm just going for gaming deals now. We still have Ghost Runner free to claim on Epic Game Store. We got it's not the Golden Week, it's like we got a lot of stuff here. Golden Week sale, and we got first person shooter sales stuff. We got a lot of sales happening here. So Resident Evil franchise is on sale. I will leave all the Resident Evils in the description below that are on sale there. Again, between 20, this is 20, only 25. I don't remember, but yeah, but it's not a bad price there. And you got a demo also if you're not sure if Resident Evil 4 Remake it's for you. But yeah, all the Resident Evils are at a discount here. We got also Shardpunk, plays a little bit like XCOM in terms of the loop combat there, and then you got yourself the campfire stuff, the upgradability stuff, and all and squad management. Everything is there. It seems pretty good game here. We got also the Long Dark, again, survival game, first-person view. One of those cases, early access is a success one. Yeah, 30% off on the survival edition. We got Doom and Doom Eternal. So Doom is 80% off, the first one, and then Doom Eternal, I think the Deluxe Edition is the one that has all the DLC, if not mistaken, 60% off. And then we got Wolfenstein also. This is the alternative history collection, so it's like basically the mainline games, which in terms of lore wise starts with the Old Blood, New Order, New Colossus, and then Young Blood. Old Blood was launched after the New Colossus, I think, so that's why in terms of lore wise this is the prequel, let's say. And it's the bundle itself is 80% off. I already have the New Order, so that's why I'm covering. I'm not telling you the price per se because I think it's around $15, give or take, the 4 games. So, but still, it's a good bundle here. And then we got Bioshock collection, 80% off. I already have Bioshock Infinite in my collection. I already did some a gameplay series on this one. But yeah, 80% off on the bundle there. And then we got Batman Arkham Collection, 85% off. I got the first 2 games already. Batman Arkham Knight now is in a pretty good state, very positive reviews now. I think they ironed out all the issues that it had in terms of performance. And of course you got the Season Pass, where I think he adds some stuff there. But yeah, 85% off on the bundle itself. And then on GOG we got Inside, 75% off. Got Limbo, also 75% off. And finally we got Metro franchise bundle, 84% off. Again, everything is recommended. If I didn't play it, I will play it out, and of course eventually I will buy those games. So it's always a recommendation from my part, all the games that I cover here. And yeah, basically I'm going to wrap up for today, guys, with the plug on my Patreon for extra support. Again, this extra support will be mainly to get a storage solution for me to be able to get backups of the stuff that I do for my clients, and of course also some space for the videos that I do for the channel here. And with all that said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.